Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Tex is back with episode number 5, I believe, of the Team Builder series. Now, today we're going to be constructing a team worth around 1.8 million coins. The setup today goes by the Valet Parker, and he has special instructions for me. He likes run blocking tight ends and wide receivers, and on defense, block shedding cornerbacks. He also has a 3-4, so this is going to be kind of easy to construct, but because it's around 1.8 million, I'm going to have to use players I normally wouldn't, which is good for you guys because doing the 500k, 400k, 600k team builder series, I use the same players pretty much. So this was going to be a bit different because more high-end players are going to be used. So I'm excited about that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and construct this dude's team. For those looking to buy or sell Madden Ultimate Team coins, check out the MUT store. They have cheap prices, fast delivery, and great customer service. Use code TEXAS at checkout for a 10% discount. Typically we do defense first, but today let's start on offense because this offense is going to be pretty simple. This guy likes run blocking everywhere. So this is going to be pretty easy to construct. Offensive line is going to be simple. The new 96 Russell Okung, he is amazing. I did not know the Broncos signed this guy, but if his MUT card plays like it does over in MUT as it does in real life, he's going to be a beast for them. At left guard, again, I'm cheaping out on you guys. There aren't that many good cards in this game, so we'll use Rodney Hudson, but again, this is not going to be me using the same cards over and over again. That is just the best left guard for the value in this game, and because I'm skimping out on him, I can go ahead and get a better center in this Barrett Jones, who I have yet to use over in MUT, but he is on everybody's MUT team. Like, you go out and play a head-to-head game, you always see a 97 overall star. Well, you don't see that, but you see a star under a center, and it's always Barrett Jones. So that card is used on everybody's team at right guard. And go ahead and get this Jari Evans. According to Muthead, he's very, very cheap, which is surprising. 20,000 coins, which seems like a really cheap price for a really solid right guard. And at right tackle, we're going to go with the rookie, Jack Conklin. Yeah, Jack Conklin. I don't know what the hell I got confused there. But yeah, Jack Conklin he's pretty amazing, man. He has like 96 run block, 91 pass block, and like great impact block as well. So he is going to be our right tackle for this team. I was going to choose Andre Smith, but his run blocking is not as good as his pass blocking, and pretty much a lot of the right tackles in this game really have great run blocking, great pass blocking, just not great run blocking. So the offensive line is complete. Now let's go ahead and get the tight end. Tight end is going to be pretty simple. The best tight end in the game for the run blocking aspect is going to be the 98 overall Delaney Walker. He's already 170,000 coins right now, so his price is not that much. At wide receiver 1, since we're constructing a bunch of run blocking / great wide receivers, number 1 overall is going to be the 96 overall Hines Ward. I was going to play this guy at tight end, but Delaney Walker is the best at that position that can catch, so I decided to go ahead and get him Delaney Walker, Hines Ward, with number 2 being the 95 overall Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall is amazing, so amazing that a lot of guys in this game play him out of position at tight end. So we got 2 dudes that can play tight end, also a tight end that can play wide receiver. This team is looking legit as of right now. And number 3, of course, is going to be the 95 overall Doug Baldwin. Doug Baldwin is amazing. I have yet to use him, but everybody in salary cap, as I've seen their lineups, always have a Doug Baldwin. His salary cap's kind of high, but you can't really replace a guy that can pretty much do it all. Good receiver and also good run blocking. Like that aspect. At halfback, of course, going David Johnson, but the surprise I'm going with right now is going to be the Dre Archer. He's 99 speed, man. I'm surprised he's not on everybody's team at this moment. Yo, he's so fast, and with the way this game is set up this year, running the ball, you don't really have any punishments for running the ball up the middle of the field, unless you get one of those BS animations where your guy like breaks a tackle and then gets big hit, but you can pretty much run the ball with that impunity in this year's game without worrying about fumbling. So I don't really care about the carry aspect. I don't care about getting the trucking backs running at the middle of the field. It's kind of cool to have, but in this year's game, you can pretty much use anybody and they'll get the job done. So we're going with those 2 guys as of right now. In fullback, I was going to go with Anthony Sherman, but he's actually still expensive. Like, I was going to give him like the great run blocking fullback, but he is still going for at least like 90K. So we're not going to go with him. I'm going to go with Ben Hartsock. And then at quarterback, our quarterback is going to be the 93 overall John Elway. And I just realized John Elway has not got an Ultimate Legend card. So when he gets Ultimate Legend card, he is going to be amazing. But John Elway is a quarterback we're going to go with for this team because he needs a guy that can pass the ball effectively as well as get out of the pocket if he needs to. Plus, he's actually really, really cheap, around 37,000 coins. So that is our quarterback as my computer is dying. All right, we're back. So the offense looks mighty nice, man. Looks really nice. I like the offensive line we have constructed. I like the receiving core we have constructed. Again, I don't do backups. I could do backups, but if I do backups, I have to go ahead and cut some of these players' prices in half and then get other players at that position. But I figure this guy has some cards and reserves he can use. Maybe he has some John Browns. Maybe he has some Jarvis Landry. Maybe he even has a 90 overall Odell Beckham that you get for basically playing last year's Madden. So we're going to be good with this team as of right now. Now, moving on to the defense. This is going to be fun. Again, I am going to skimp out at certain positions because why the hell do I need to upgrade? So for the defensive line, we're obviously going to choose the guys we always do. The guys that got good block shit that are cheap because we can skimp out of those positions. But if we do that, we can go ahead and spend more on the other positions such as the cornerbacks and free safeties. So let's go ahead and just skip right to the constructed defensive line. It's pretty cool that I can do that, but as you guys can see, we got two new faces out here. One being the 85 overall Vince Wilfork. He is amazing. Yo, I love this card. Reason being, great block shed, really big dude, but he has high play recognition, which is important when it comes to diagnosing screens. That's pretty much it when it comes to defensive line. High play rec means you're not throwing screens against this team. So if a opponent comes out here and throws a screen that you're not on, he will at least make your opponent worry about throwing the ball to the guy. Now, Vince Wilfork probably is not going to get there to tackle him, but if he sees Vince Wilfork running over there, he may not throw the ball, and it may end up being a sack. So that's why Vince Wilfork is right here as of right now. It's kind of crazy. This guy, he has less budget than Damon Harrison and also Dan Williams. I mean, these gold cards are good, man. Like, I don't see the point in this year's game to upgrade to elite defensive linemen besides, like, play recognition. You're pretty much paying for +1, +2 in certain attributes, which don't really matter, man. Really, the most important thing a D tackle should have is just block shed and also maybe even play recognition as well as acceleration. I don't know, but like, you don't really need to get the 90 overall Damon Harrison. You can skip on these positions and then go ahead and pay that back elsewhere. But anyway, at left end, a new face, we got JJ Watt. I'm not a fan of this guy off the field, man. He seems like a cornball. He seems like a really annoying guy to be around, but on the field he is a monster, and his 94 overall left end card is probably the best left end card in the game for the value. I mean, Zadarius Smith is obviously the guy you want to go with, especially now they got Schefter start sets back in the game, but I think everybody's out here price fixing, and because Madden has not brought out any all Madden packs, the only way you can get an all Madden pack is out of the Willa packs or out of one of the Journey 4 solos, which I don't really think is worth it. So JJ Watt is just going to be here for now. And so our defensive line looking mighty stout right now. Guys that got good block shed, guys that can stop the run, and guys that fit a 3-4 scheme. Now it's time to go ahead and hook up the linebacking core. And the linebacking core consists of Lawrence Taylor, CJ Mosley, 96 overall Zach Thomas, and Anthony Barr. The front seven is looking special right now. And the cool thing about it is, all these guys except for Anthony Barr, you don't have to use her. So this guy said he uses middle linebacker and also uses left outside linebacker, so that's why I give him Anthony Barr. But you don't gotta use Lawrence Taylor. He pretty much can blitz off the edge. CJ Mosley and Zach Thomas both play well in space by themselves, and they also have decent zone coverage. And Anthony Barr just has speed, so if you blitz Anthony Barr, you can pretty much use or blitz him, or you can drop back in coverage yourself and manually cover, which is awesome. So the front seven we have for our team right now is probably the best you can build without getting, like, you know, Von Miller and stuff like that. So our team, or at least our front seven right now, is looking special. And since we skimped out on the D tackles, at least the good D tackles, we can go ahead and spend a lot of coins on the cornerbacks. But first, we got to get the secondary, or at least get the safety shored up. And we're going to go with the 97 overall, actually 98 overall Devin McCourty. This card is actually pretty good. I kind of felt bad because they dropped him, I think, and the cards that were in his set were nothing special. Because typically, if the cards that said nothing special, the card that comes out of the set is not going for much. And because of that, it's just why Devin McCourty was cheap. Plus, everybody pulled packs, so I think Gold take it out the time, man. Devin McCourty got no love. But this card is actually pretty good, man. Coverage monster. And at the strong safety slot, we're not going to play anybody out of position. We're just going to go ahead and go with the card we already used before, which is going to be the 94 overall Taylor Mays. Again, I always say this, in a 3-4 defense, you want a guy that's getting coverage and a guy that plays well inside the box. So even if you don't want to use your Mosley or Zach Thomas or Anthony Barr, you can always use your Taylor Mays as well, especially in the 3-4 bear. In the red zone, oh my God, that play eats. He's pretty much the safety that plays the yellow zone in the middle of the field, and it's gonna be funny. He's 6'4" too. Yeah, this dude's team has height. Oh, this is crazy. So yeah, this is looking pretty good right now. And then now let's go ahead and get to the cornerbacks, and he likes block shitting cornerbacks, which I did not expect, but that changes up my game plan. Originally, my lineup looked like this. This is how it looked right here. I had Chris Harris, Darby, and Vontae Davis. But because he likes block shitting cornerbacks, none of these guys will work, because I think Vontae's like 40 block shit, which is just terrible. So I got to go find cornerbacks that have good block shit. So I'll be right back. After further consideration, I finally found the cornerbacks that would work for this guy's team. Now, they're not going to be the fastest guys, because looking for guys in this game that are good at block shedding as well as having high man coverage is kind of hard. Man coverage in this game this year is over bleeping powered, so I don't really think the rating on the back of the card matters too much, but I still try to build teams around that. But for a 3-4 team, it seems like you'd be better off trying to get a team with high zone coverage. You know, zone this game can easily be beat with some of these glitchy ass plays. Man coverage is more secure. It just is kind of hard to give you some of the cornerbacks I was going to give you. But anyway, enough of that nonsense, the valet park. You didn't come here to hear me give you a lecture. You came here to listen to me tell you how to build your team, which is a completely different thing. So at corner number 1, we're going to go with the EP5. He doesn't have the greatest speed, 93 speed, but he does have great man coverage and 75 block shed, so he is a quarterback number 1. Number 2 is going to be the 90. What's the overall? 92 over Ronnie Lott. Great block shot as well, with also decent speed. And if things do get crazy, if he's not making you happy, you can just switch around Ronnie Lott and Taylor Mays and play Taylor Mays at cornerback and put Ronnie Lott at safety, and everything works out that way as well. So he is going to be cornerback number 2. And number 3 is going to be the 96 overall, or 95 overall, or 96 overall Gilmore. 60-something block shed with 99 man coverage. So that is the cornerbacking core. Because I think we save coins, I could probably build you some backup. As a matter of fact, I probably find some better players to play with. But I think as of right now, we should be good. So what the adjustments I had to make with getting rid of the cornerbacks I already had constructed for this dude's team, we are about 75,000 coins under budget, which is cool, because you know what that means? You have coins for backups. You can go ahead and pick up the 94 Amari Cooper, pick up either 93 Gary Barnes, 93 Zach Ertz, and on defense you can just pretty much just shore up your defensive line, get the other Tua backing up the 93 Tua, and get the 84 backing up JJ Watt, and then just find some backup outside linebackers and cornerbacks that can work with your budget. So the team is pretty much constructed. I love this team. I can see this team going on a Super Bowl tear, winning a lot of games with the way it's constructed. Again, I rather this guy play a lot of more zone coverage than man coverage, but to each its own. The team is constructed the way he wants, and let's hope he can win games consistently online. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm the Texas boy, and I'll be back with another episode of the subscriber team build. If you guys enjoyed this one, please thumbs up the video, and I'll be back with the next one later on tonight. Peace.